Hi, this is Danelle Ice from HomemakerBarbi.com, and I am here in the Oscar Mayer test kitchens to make our newest recipe, the Homemaker Barbi Zesty Summer Cafe Sandwich. First, we're going to start by pouring the secret ingredient, which is Kraft Zesty Italian dressing and marinade sauce. Now, most people know this as a salad dressing, but it's really also best as a marinade, which is what we're going to do right now. Pour about 3 teaspoons, shake it up first. Pour about 3 teaspoons into a shallow bowl or container. We are going to marinate our lunch meat, and that is the secret ingredient of this recipe. This sandwich is a sandwich that's simple and easy to make at home, but it has the taste of a premium sandwich that you would find at a restaurant. And especially in our current economic conditions with the recession and people being more concerned about what they're spending on their household groceries and eating out, this is a great way to bring the taste of a restaurant home. So you're going to take the lunch meat, put it right into the marinade, push it in. We're going to use about 3 pieces of turkey and 3 pieces of ham. So just put it right into the container, make sure that it's turned over on both sides so that it's covered. And then we're just going to let that sit while we make the rest of our sandwich. Next, we're going to take our bread and put it in the toaster. And the important part about toasting the bread is that we want the outsides to be crispy so that when we put the marinated lunch meat and melted cheese on, the bread is not going to get soggy. So put the bread in a toaster on a medium setting for about 30 seconds. Now, another thing to keep in mind with your toaster is since toasters vary, you're going to want to watch the bread and make sure that it gets crisp and toasty without getting too brown. When your bread is done, we're going to take it out, transfer it onto a microwave-safe plate where we are then going to put on some Kraft light mayonnaise. So we're only going to use about half of a teaspoon, spread it on very lightly on both sides of the bread. Just enough to cover it. And that's good. Next, we are going to use some Kraft fat-free singles of sharp cheddar cheese, and 1 slice goes on each side of the bread. Now, since this is a hot sandwich, it's going to get melty. We want the cheese to allow the meat to stick to it once we put it in the microwave and get it warm. So by now, your marinade should be about ready. You can use your fingers or a fork to take it out of there and transfer it onto the bread. That cheese also acts as an extra barrier to keep the bread from getting too soggy once we put on the lunch meat. So the meat just goes on both sides. That's great. Next, we're going to take this plate and we're going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Or since microwaves vary, you'll want to make sure that the bread is just in there long enough for the cheese to get a little bit melty. So we'll put it in for 30 seconds. And it's done. So we're going to take out our sandwich, nice and melty, and the meat is all hot now. We're going to take this back over to our counter. And next we're going to add the produce onto our melty sandwich. Today we are going to use some lettuce and some tomatoes. And what gives it an extra kick is some pickles. Just line those up and then put the 2 halves together. And there you have it. A crunchy on the outside, warm and melty on the inside, zesty, spicy bistro sandwich for the price of groceries at home, but for the luxury of a restaurant meal out. Once again, this is Danelle Ice for HomemakerBarbi.com and Oscar Mayer saying, we'll see you next time.